Because this is going to be our first year being outside for tryouts since like 8th grade, so the fact that it was clear and that we were going to be able to was so exciting, and then overnight it changed, which really sucks because indoor tryouts are nothing like outside being on the field, so it's very frustrating, but hopefully it'll clean up soon and we can be out maybe by the end of the week.
So last year on March 21st we were on the field. It was the night before tryouts, and Michaela and I actually were out there chopping ice and pouring salt to open a fence up so they could plow it. And waking up this morning, it was like an evil joke, right? You know, here we are again.
There was way too much snow. I hate snow to begin with, but last weekend, my dad and I and Pete, who's my grandfather, he's also coaches, we spent probably about 4 hours on the field, and we thatched it for like hours, and then picked it up, and then I dragged the field 4 times, and then to just like turn around and have the snow like be on the field, it just feels like time just like wasted, and yeah. But I feel like it was worth it, less preparation to do later when, you know, the season starts. But, I mean, it's just frustrating.
Oh, it was awful. I was so upset because being outside, like, it's so much easier to get your throwdowns, and it's not in this tight area where you're just like balls can hit you in the head. You're all spread out in the outfield, the infield. You have your own space. You're not on top of each other. I was so disappointed.
I looked out the window and I saw snow and I was like so mad because I just want to be like out there again, and I thought we were gonna be able to like try out outside and it was gonna be fun, but obviously not.
I play, so like all year I've been watching other people playing and like been so excited to get to my sport, so it feels so great, but it's also bittersweet because it's like the start of the end being a senior, so that's sad, but I'm really excited to get back on the field.
I was really anxious. A lot of girls said they were nervous, but I was just more anxious because it's my senior year. Just really excited. It's bittersweet though because I've been playing softball this will be my 12th year playing softball, so it'll be my last season too, but I was pretty anxious.
We all came into the gym pretty ramped up, and you know, it was loud, and it was moving, and it was energetic, and the girls were pumped, and so it's going to be exciting. It's going to be an exciting season.
I don't think I ever stopped thinking about that championship game, and I think that adds to the piece of being anxious to start this season because we know we have the potential, so we're really excited to see how we do.
They wanted the game back. They wanted more innings. They didn't want the game to end. And I get that, you know, there's not a team on the field that really wants to be there, that wants the game to end when they're on the wrong side of the scoreboard. But with this group, it was really special. They came back to me after that game and talking to me about how much they wanted to redeem themselves. They wanted to be that team that went back there and showed everybody that they could win it all.
Oh, it definitely was motivating. Every time I wasn't doing something to prepare for it, I felt guilty not doing it, and I felt like every time I did do something, it was helping get to that next point of hopefully winning it all this year, and that if I didn't prepare, we wouldn't reach our goal, and I was, in the end, letting my team down.
It was hard to end that way because, like, seeing the seniors, like, knowing this was our last game, that it went so poorly was sad, but also, like, the accomplishment of having such a great season, because, like, there was a build-up to that. Like, my freshman year, they made it to the quarterfinals, or no, semifinals, and then the year before, quarterfinals, so there was, like, a build-up. We had been working for that to get there, even though it ended badly. Like, I know that we worked hard, and we accomplished a lot that season, and it made me excited for this season to, like, get back out there and work hard again.
There's a little bit of anxiety for all the coaches. We want to get back to that big game again. You know, you can't live in the past, and we certainly don't want to live in the past. But for us, it's about getting back out there and proving ourselves again. And those girls played very hard for us last year. They played with their heart, they played with their soul, and they honored their school and they honored their teammates with the way they committed to this program. And we are grateful for that. And we feel like we owe them that trip back there. And then the postseason, after all that shook out and the way that we lost in that game, the coaches, committed themselves to preparing them for every possible scenario to try to get them back there, to try to inspire them to make it to that big game again. And that's what we're hoping to do. And to do that, it was a lot of preparation moving into today.
Two-lap rotation, right? One station, 2 laps, the next station is perfect. That was over there.
It's a very stressful process. I barely remember freshman year. I think I was so nervous the whole time that I barely remember it. And I think the most stressful for me was sophomore year. Freshman year, I was kind of like, let's see how it goes. And then I played on JV. And then sophomore year, I was like, I really want to be a varsity. So I worked hard all winter, like, trying to get ready for that tryout. And I was so nervous just because, like, for softball, it is like a one-at-a-time thing, like going through the drills, and the whole stack is watching you go. So that's a lot of pressure. And Matt definitely makes it intense. So it's a very stressful process. Even as a senior, like, I'm stressed out, I'm nervous, because, like, as a senior, you want to set an example and, like, show the younger kids how it goes and how we play. So it's definitely stressful.
Let's go!
As a freshman, you just see these tall, meaty seniors who can throw the ball harder than you thought, like, you could see anyone throw, and you just know that they worked for it constantly. Even, like, sophomores, like Nicole Nanoff, when I was a freshman, she was a sophomore. She even, like, intimidated me, and I was so close with her from Babe Ruth and, like, family friends, and just it's a huge change. So seeing these freshmen out there and, like, see how anxious they are, I've definitely been in her position before.
Extremely nerve-wracking, extremely nerve-wracking. You have to eat and hydrate during the day, but you can't because all you can think about is tryouts at the end of the day. So that's tough. And then just knowing that one mistake could cost you your spot on the team, so you're constantly thinking about that and all the things you need to do, and it's just like 1,000 things at once going through your head.
Freshman year, I cannot remember, probably because I was petrified. But being a freshman or sophomore, it feels really intense. Like, I play other sports and I've tried out for other sports, but this is just, it seems very intense, and I can't, like, I know what the freshmen and sophomores are going through, and it's scary.
Push yourself, come on! Division leaders are tough mentally, they're tough physically, they're hard to beat, they never quit, they want to be here. I want to be here.
Grown up together. We all played Babe Ruth at Goffstown together, so, like, we know each other really well, and we've been playing together for a long time.
So I know that we're going to mesh well. We always have fun. Like, we have a big sleepover at the beginning of the year and all hang out. Like, we're not like a drama team. We don't have a lot of drama. We love each other, and we play well together, and that's what I think has allowed us to be successful. We've been playing together since, like, we were able to throw a ball. So the fact that we've started there and we're ending here is kind of a unreal feeling, but it also helps a lot, too, because we know what each other's likes, how to help each other when we're down, that kind of thing. So it really helps with, like, the chemistry of the team.
Program like this with so many girls trying out that are so competent in the game of softball but want to be here, it's hard to find a slot for everybody. So we have to push them. The 3-day process here is extensive. It's a slow progression to some of the hardest girls you'll ever face, and the only way we can find out who can make that is to push them beyond their maximum. See how far they can go out in the diamond or even in here in a drill set. So we'll run 3 full days. It'll run about 3.5 hours each day. To try to figure out who can actually play at the level to be a part of this program. And on the 4th day, it's always the toughest. You know, we're going to make some hard cuts. We're going to have tough conversations, and some kids are going to go home. And it doesn't mean that we don't appreciate their commitment. It doesn't mean that we don't appreciate the fact that they tried out. In fact, I've often said that the girls who come here who get cut are often the ones who have driven our better players to play harder because they are afraid to be replaced by anyone. And these girls walk in the gym knowing nothing is certain. They have to earn their right out on that field, and they do that by being pushed by one another. So it's quite a week. It's an exhausting week for these girls. It's an exhausting week for the coaches.
For the record, I didn't sleep last night either.
So I want to talk to you all about something. We all know our place in the world here, but it's important you understand something, okay? Each one of these letters that we read to the team today, each one of them has a section that was highlighted in bold that's going to be hanging on the dugout walls. One of them says it means that wearing that jersey is something bigger than people think, okay? So that's the first thing we're going to teach our players, that it's an honor to wear that jersey, all right? It's been a hard week. It's been a brutal week. We can't lose sight of who we are, but the 6 of you are. If you guys were in a circle and you were holding hands, right, that circle is perfect. When we break that circle, we break everything that's perfect in this program. It's your last chance. It's your last ride. The only way you're going to do that is if all 6 of you are in one circle. Break that circle, break that opportunity. I'm not willing to do that. I know none of you are willing to do that. This is your last chance. I got here because of her, and I stayed because of all of you. Don't change that. Don't let this program change that. Ride this out to the end. Complete the circle. Leave a legacy behind. What will they remember the most about the 6 of you when you are gone? 6th grade leaders, 6th grade athletes, 6th grade people. Or will they remember something else? You guys are a team on the field, off the field, in the hallways, and in life. This is your last chance, the last opportunity. You don't get this back. There's no do-over. It's your responsibility to leave that legacy behind. It's also your responsibility to teach that to those girls in that gym today. I need to see that. I need to see solidarity. I'm watching for it. We've been watching for it for the past 3 days. Our responsibility in watching you guys in the tryouts was different than the other girls. We wanted to see how you guys would handle responsibility in the face of most likely failure in the gym, right? There was a lot of failure in there. Kids without seniors in stacks. Kids not understanding how to be led in the jersey drill. That wasn't designed for the new kids. That was designed for you guys. To see how you 6 would unite. It wasn't good. You guys can do better than that. You guys let the moment eat you up. I will need you, and I will go to the very end with every one of you. but I need you to do that for me. Finish what we started. We are that close. Okay? Proud of all of you. I get very emotional with you guys, you know that. So let's finish this thing. Okay? Okay? We won. Send this out after we talk this morning. Okay? All right, love you guys.
Okay, you guys all meet each other.
Their commitment to one another is as great as it is to this program, which is super special because you rarely see that. And when one falls, the rest stop to pick the other one up. And that is something that I think started when they were all very young, when they started playing at 4 and a half and 5 together, and have grown to be these amazing young women who now, when you watch them out there in the drills in the gym, are inspiring freshmen to push, you know, and helping the younger girls around them understand this is a process, this is a rite of passage, you can do this. And to see them do that is powerful. To see the way that they conduct business is amazing, and I am very lucky to be a part of that. Any coach who can be in that environment should feel honored. They honor us every day that they step out on the field of play, and it is just amazing to watch those 6 girls just interact with the team and one another and the coaching staff. They have become quite amazing young adults, and it's an awful lot of fun to coach them.